Welcome back to the Legion training series. I want to take you through how to effectively use this application as what we'll call a manager. This would be somebody as a sales manager or an area sales manager. This is basically somebody in an organization that has been given a certain amount of territory of which they're able to work and is responsible for assigning area and territories to various individuals inside of that organization. And so what you'll notice here is that we'll go through some specific dialogue of one of the use cases that a manager is going to run into while using the application. Now, what you'll notice is as a manager, I have access to various organizations inside of the DataReef organization. I'm going to go ahead and click on the DataReef there. Inside of DataReef, I do have sub-organizations of which I'm able to work and manipulate. And then inside of that, I'm going to go ahead and choose Utah, just because you'll notice from the blue dot, that's where I'm located. And so for the purposes of showing the use case here, I want to go through and talk about how now at this point, as a manager, I want to be able to assign territory. Quick review on the different roles inside of the application. You have owners, which are able to basically do anything inside the application, from invite new members to the application, to assign territory, to run metrics, and so forth. And then you have a manager level. Manager level is able to do all of those same functions except inviting new people to the application. And then you have a member level, or someone that would be a sales associate, a sales rep, a sales individual, who will actually be doing the work inside of assigned territories. And so again, just to review, I'm acting as if I'm a manager right now, a sales manager, so I won't have the ability to invite new people to the organization, but I do have the ability to create territories and then assign people to that territory that assign manager inside of the application. So what I'm going to show you now is how to create a new territory inside of Utah. Assuming I'm an area sales manager for the state of Utah, I want to now break down the territories and assign those out to some individuals that work in my organization. I'm going to label this test. You have to give it a name. Just so you're aware, we do have a full tutorial on how to create territories also in the training pieces here. Now you'll notice I need to now define geography. So I've clicked on that and it said, okay, we know that you're assigned the state of Utah. Inside the state of Utah, I can either now at this point, I can click on the entire state if for whatever reason I wanted to assign the entire state of Utah to a sales associate. It gives me a total number of homes inside that area. Well, obviously that's too big. I don't want to assign that entire thing. So I simply click on the plus sign and it says, do you want to select it like I just did, or zoom in? I'm going to choose to zoom in. You'll notice that it automatically shows pre-populated shapes. These shapes are non-changing. They're the same year after year. That is by design so that we can provide the metrics that we need and the analytics for measuring purposes as we go. Now you'll see my blue dot again showing me exactly where I'm located. I could again at this point either say I want to assign all of Utah County. It would give me a total number of homes on the left-hand side, or I can click on the dot and I can say I want to zoom in. Now, as I zoom in, you'll notice a number of these shapes that are now loaded inside of here. It continues to break this down for me into smaller and smaller pieces, depending on how much territory or area I would like to assign to any given sales rep or sales reps. Now at this point, again, I can do the same thing. I can either click on various shapes inside the assigned area there. It's going to give me the total number of homes. That may help me determine how much area I want to give to a certain individual or individuals. For the sake of the demonstration right now, I'm going to leave these two shapes highlighted. Notice that they don't have to be contiguous shapes. I can go ahead and click outside of the shapes. It's going to show me the exact shape on the side as well as the number of homes. I can click those on and off. I can also go through if those are too large, and I can say, you know what, they don't need that much area. I want to break it down. We can go down to a very granular level in assigning those territories to any individual sales rep or group of sales reps. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and click on that larger one there. It shows me that I have 84 homes in that territory. I also want to give him a couple of these others that are here close. And we may as well get the one in the middle so that we don't miss that. Now I have a total of 5 different shapes inside of that territory labeled test. And now I need to go through and assign that to individuals that are already in my organization. Again, at this point, I'm just going to select either one individual or multiple individuals. Doesn't matter, you have the ability to do both. I'm looking for, there's another one right there. I'm going to assign some territory, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. Now at that point, what will happen is that's going to then create a new territory for me. We'll scroll down to the bottom of our list, and you should see at the bottom here, territory test. And let me see if it brought it up to the top. Bear with me. Refresh the list. All I'm doing is pulling down on the list, if you notice, with the iOS, so that it'll refresh that after it's created. Now, here it is right there. It's now created. My list, or my territory, you can see it on the left there, test, Andre Erde. He's the first one that I assigned to that. I can again then click on that, and it's going to show me some of the data that's involved there. It allows me if I want to assign it to anybody else. It's also going to bring up some basic metrics. When the data is loaded in there, it's going to show me again how many homes are in there, what my completion rate is, and so forth. So again, that's basically how you create a territory. Now, on the back end of things, those individuals that were assigned have already received an email in their inbox that is then going to invite them as a member into that organization to begin work. They will receive a complete list of the homes in that area as they go into the application. It will then bring up a list view as well as dots on the map of all of the individual homes only inside of that selected territory that they've been given. They then can commence work inside of that area. All of that information will then be rolled back up for the manager, for the owner, to be able to view and visualize both in list view and in map view. Hopefully that gets you started with some of the basic functionality as a manager. Look for, again, some of the other detailed videos on how to create territories, how to create organizations that'll take you through step by step some of these same processes. I hope you have enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon. See you on the next run.